Okay, folks, I'm going to pop into the bathroom, get some more wine. I'm going to use the bathroom and then afterwards get more wine. I'm not going to get wine out of the bathroom. I don't keep it there. Yeah, it's my. Listen, this is actually technically I live in a jail, so it's just wine I've been brewing in the turlet.
Nice, dude. The best wine.
Today, This American Dice presents Dungeon World, Cousins Edition, Mission to Mount Gloom, Episode 2. Now that they've found their way up and into Mount Gloom, what do these strange catacombs hold? And will our heroes find the secret weapon that they believe will be able to stop the advancing Dinosaur Legion? Find out today on This American Dice.
If this was like the episode of a TV show or an episode of a TV show, we would see this kind of huge medieval city, and it has these walls and the gates are open and there's guards kind of ushering people in that are coming in from the countryside, and they're folks who've carried whatever meager possessions they have in with them, and then you hear like horns go off and like you hear those kind of noises, and the guards are like, come on, go, and like they hustle kind of a few more people in, and maybe some kind of knights on horseback or men on horseback kind of come up, and they're like, oh, they've been spotted at just at the mouth of the valley, and those guys go into the castle or into the city gates, and they essentially close these giant massive gates, and there are still some of these refugees outside who are like, no, what are we gonna do? No! And we see that this city is kind of like bracing itself for this assault, and we see the lord of that city, who of course is called King K. Casserole, and King K. Casserole is they're like, King Casserole, my lord, the Dinosaur Legion is approaching. They're at the mouth of the valley. They'll be at the city gates, and surely by nightfall. And he's like, then I hope those adventurers we sent can find something. Otherwise, all we can do is pray. And the camera swoops out, looks out at the city, or looks out from the point of view of the city, and we start to see this approaching army of all these dinosaurs, and there are I don't know a ton of dinosaur names, so this is going to be difficult. There's huge brachiosaurs and brontosauruses and other such stuff, and huge stegosauruses, but it's D&D style stegosauruses and brontosauruses and stuff, so they also have armor on, and then there are other smaller dinosaurs riding them, like these war platforms and that kind of thing, and this is just this massive army that's kind of filling this valley and coming towards the city. And we go into the camp of this army, and you see this Jafar-like figure, kind of in a hood, and he's got a staff that has a dinosaur's claw on the end, clutching a ruby. It's very spooky, and he kind of waves aside two guards, and he goes in, and he's like, yes, my lord. We shall soon, before nightfall, we'll be camped outside the city and ready to besiege it by the day. Oh, this will be grand. And who is he talking to? But the Lord of the Dinosaur Legion, whom he addresses as King Tyrannus Maximilian V. And we see a slow shot up this grand dinosaur-themed throne, and who's sitting on that throne? It's an egg with a crown, and the egg kind of rattles a little bit, and this dinosaur, the Vizier-raptor, is like, yes, my lord, it shall be done. Anyway, And then we hop back to you, ding-dongs, who have just busted through the wall of an owlbear cave to find that on the other side of a wall, on this other side of one of the walls of the owlbear cave, are tunnels, but they're tunnels that seem like they're man-made and that they're very ancient. And maybe we see you guys kind of bashing at these, and I think Dr. Pilchas has like a giant war hammer, so you guys can easily bust into this thing. And the first time you crack into it, like the air pressure changes because these are caverns that have not been opened for eons. So in case you guys forgot that the ultimate threat here is dinosaurs destroying that city.
Okay.
So I assume you guys head on in.
Heading in,
right?
dude.
Jake,
We're going right in.
Hell yeah.
All right.
You should go first.
Huh?
You should go in first.
You are the one with the hammer. Lead the way.
Yeah, you're the guy with the big guns, huh?
Oh, I got something big for you.
Okay. So you guys kind of flirtily josh with each other before eventually Dr. Pilchas heads into these chambers. And he heads in, and lo and behold, these are kind of these massive chambers. I think you have to actually kind of like lower yourselves down. Does anybody have adventuring gear that they could maybe use?
Yeah,
Okay, so I think I've explained this before. Adventuring gear in this setting, in this system, works where it's like, instead of saying I went and I bought a torch and 90 feet of rope and this and this and this, it's just like, if anything would be covered by adventuring gear, just you have uses of it. So if you just want to say like, oh, I use it to have rope.
I'll tell you this, though. While we're being quarantined, I don't have my sheet. Matt has it.
Gotcha. Okay, Matt, could you mark that off for him?
Degenerate.
Well, I use my adventuring gear.
Okay.
Rope.
Gotcha. All right. So luckily our ranger, I'm going to pull up the sheet myself here. Mission to Mount Gloom is the name of this adventure. Brandon and Federico produced some rope and are able to kind of you're able to tie that off on something. Maybe there's like a big, you can just tie it to the owl bear carcass and lower yourselves down into this thing. And then if you need to come back this way, you've got a nice way out. Unless that owl bear rots really quickly.
Little ropey.
Little ropey. That's what that's what it's labeled. Each rope has a name.
All right, I'll climb down there.
All right, so Dr. Pilchas heads in first, and this place is huge. It's also super dark. So unless you guys have the magical ability to see in the dark, you're also probably going to have to use adventuring gear for torches.
No.
That's
I'm
right.
conjure my flames.
Okay, cool.
Am I a dwarf? I can't even remember.
I think you're a human.
You're not a dwarf. I'm sending you your sheet right now, you idiot.
Austin, if I'm a human with animal eyes, does that mean that I can see in the dark?
I think you probably could get some help from Federico, but it would still require you to make some kind of roll, maybe.
Guys, don't worry. I'll make us torches.
All right, I'll wait for Joey to make torches.
Okay, so Joey's going to kick on. I'm sorry, Slim, the Salamander Immolator. Not a person who lights salamanders on fire, but a person who is a salamander and is also an immolator.
And lights people on fire.
And lights people on fire is going to try to conjure up some flame. So here's our deal. I think you guys can just get kind of a bunch of random shit from that owlbear cave, maybe even like old bones from creatures it ate. And then if Slim can beat this roll as an immolator, then he can probably just light those bones on fire, and you can use those as torches, and everybody can have a torch.
Nice.
So I got an 8, and what is that for? That's Constitution.
So, are you conjuring a weapon of pure fire, or are you just conjuring some fire?
I think I'm just gonna conjure some fire.
Yeah, you're bending flame to your will. So yeah, go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
So it's wisdom. All right, so I got a 9.
Got a 9. Okay. The effect is short-lived, lasting. So you guys will have this for a bit, but it's not going to last very long.
Okay.
So the odds are somebody will probably have to use their actual torches fairly soon. So, okay. But for now, everyone has flaming bones. Dr. Pilchas, who popped out, is heading on down. And you guys can hear, as you're heading down, you hear like some squeaks and chitters every now and again. And it's like, oh, this makes sense. If there are creatures in here, they're probably very small. Maybe like rats or that kind of thing. Nothing gigantic. But could everybody make a defy danger roll for me?
What do we have to roll? 2 die?
Yeah, you're going to have to roll 2d6, and you'll add something to it depending on how you're doing this. So here's the deal. At first, you kind of throw this rope down, and that's pretty easy. But you notice it kind of hits some stuff. And then you realize there's a lot of spider webs in here. And as you descend down this rope, especially the first person is going to have to make a defy danger roll to not get entangled in this web.
Jake.
So, yeah, so Dr. Pilchas Goldstein, what's your game plan to make sure you don't get entangled through this web? Go ahead.
Why?
I pretend it's spaghetti down. And I slurp it up.
Yeah. Slide down with my Johnson out. No.
Use the hammer.
Yeah,
Dude, hammer throw it, dude.
So you're just gonna power through, just swinging this hammer like fuck these spider webs.
Yep. That's all Jake does, just hammers. That's it.
Every problem's a nail. Okay, so you're gonna do that. So what's the order of people? We've got Dr. Pilchas going down first.
I'll go second.
Then our ranger Brandon and Federico, the owl, going down second.
Why the fuck doesn't the owl just fly down there?
Well,
the owl can fly down there, but then she can't get down.
I was going to offer my owl to scout, but Jake started hammering immediately.
Slim is last, so we can get out more easily if our fire torches go out. So leave him last.
Okay. Oh, Slim is last.
Yeah.
Slim is last.
I don't care where I go.
Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody's going to have to make this roll, but each subsequent person is going to get a +1 to the roll. So Jake has the toughest roll because once he's gone through it, then it's easier to get down the thing. But then, by the time 3 of you have gone through it and Slim is last, then that'll be super easy. It won't even be a problem. So, Jake, could you go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your strength modifier?
I got a 5 and a 3, and then
a 5 and a 3. Hey, 8 isn't bad.
Which is 10.
All right, 5 and a 3 plus 2 is a 10. Awesome. So you're like, fuck these webs, and somehow your hammer is cutting through them. Maybe you've got the flaming bone in your mouth. There's no jokes to make there. Just a flaming bone in your mouth as you're sweatily gripping a cord and swinging your hammer wildly, busting through the spider webs. And as you go down, you realize these spider webs are pretty tough. They're a lot. Thank God I'm so strong, because this isn't regular spider webs. This is something a little bit more dense than that. So our next person, Brendan, our ranger, is next. Could you make a similar roll? You're going to defy danger, but how you don't have to power through the way Dr. Pilchas Goldstein did. You could try to make sure you go exactly in the places where he did, or move in a certain way so you avoid these.
You gotta power through.
Yeah, sure. I'll power through.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2d6 plus strength.
How do I know what my strength?
It'll say STR.
Yeah, but will it be +1?
It might be +1. It'll be anywhere from -1 to +2.
I did not do well.
How'd you do?
I got a 4.
You got a 4. That is pretty bad. So wait, so did you get snake eyes, or you got a 3 plus 1?
I got snake eyes.
You got snake eyes plus 1 your strength bonus plus 1 because you're the second person. Okay. Yeah. You're like, hold on, I can get, and then you look over and Federico's like, I forgot what kind of bird it was for a second. Federico's caught in the web, and you're like, wait, Federico, I have to help you. That's how your character talks in my head. Wait, dude. Then you go to help Federico, and then you're like, shit, and you get tangled up in this thing as well. All right, let's get you other ding dongs and see what's next, because at the moment, poor Brandon, the ranger, friend of Federico, owl rights advocate, is trapped in a web. But we have to see if you guys are as well. So who's third?
I believe it's me.
All right, Herzl, go ahead and make your roll. How are you getting through these webs?
One of the options is to just endure them. So you could just Constitution. I'm just gonna barrel through them and just get stuck with spider webs and just endure it.
I think that's more strength because you're having to move yourself through it.
Just accepting that they're gonna be like all over me, where like Jake is like ripping them off the walls.
It still sounds more like you're powering through there. So go ahead and do strength still.
All right, I got a 10.
That's pretty damn good. Okay, yeah. So a 10, you're also like, oh shit, Brandon got stuck in that web, and you just kind of moved down the rope. All right, Bard, I think you're fourth.
Is there a way I can go super slowly and not use strength?
Absolutely, you can. You could try to use
-1.
You could try to use your natural dexterity, or you could try to come up with like a cool way of doing this and maybe use wisdom.
The only option I probably have is to sing, and that's not that cool. So I'm going to use my dexterity.
Okay, I was going to say it would be cool. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
I'll just sing on the way down so that Brandon can hear me while they're stuck in the web.
Okay,
for a good measure.
All right, so you have an advantage in that you get +3 to this.
Oh, that's great. Give me 1 sec. All right, I got a 6.
Boy, oh boy. Does anybody want to maybe help him, especially Herzl, Slim?
But you got a 6 with the +3?
Yes.
Did you roll 2 die? Did you change the number of die?
Dude, yeah, roll twice. Just click roll twice.
You could just change it to 2, but Jesus.
I was going to do that, but I was getting low rolls when I was doing that before to test it. So I thought this might help.
So we're climbing down a rope.
I'll help him because we have a bond.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a roll, dude, and then add +1 to that since you have that bond.
I got a 6, so we're gonna +1 and make that a 7.
Okay, I was like, wait, fuck, you failed too. Okay, so you got a 7. All right, so here's the deal. You're coming down, and this gets us to like the real banana peel here. You're trying to help him out of this, and you're kind of going down this rope, and he's kind of getting tangled a little bit, and you're able to pull him out. But as you're doing this, that's when you see the giant spider descending upon Brandon, who is trapped in the web like a fly.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's this giant spider, and Brandon, unfortunately, you're defenseless because you're trapped in this web.
But I have a spear.
You do have a spear, but unfortunately, you're like caught up in this thing, and you're going to have to kind of try to wrest your way free of this.
Can I attempt to attack the spider?
Should I just burn the webs at this point?
You could, but if you burn these webs, the issue is Brandon and other folks are kind of like in them. Brandon is certainly
murder all of us, dude.
Fall down a long distance.
Okay. So can I attack the spider?
I think you're actually not the person closest to it because you'd have to go back up the rope.
Can I attack the spider?
Also, unfortunately, no, because you're stuck. But you can try to get the hell out of this web that you're stuck in.
Am I also stuck?
No, I try to befriend the spider.
I'm not sure if you could befriend the spider. I think the only person who got stuck was Jessica, was Brandon, our ranger.
Can I try to get out of the web?
Sure. Are you trying to just burst out with your ranger-like strength? Are you trying to like wiggle your way?
Can I cut it with my spear?
Sure. Do you think like quick thinking, you're like, oh wait, I have a knife that I keep secretly in my boot, and I just can remember to do that. That one, awesome. Oh yeah, or you're like, yeah, that works perfectly. So go ahead and roll wisdom.
Okay.
With your quick thinking.
Is he the Catholic spider from South Park?
You look at this spider, and it is wearing a cross, but it's not a crucifix. So you're like, okay, it's probably not Catholic.
So I got 11.
You got 11. That's extremely damn good. All right, so you're like, this spider is looming over you, and it's pretty darn big. It's probably like the size of like a Great Dane. Like, this is a big fucking spider, and it's walking close, and it's like, oh, my prey. In fact, you know what? It talks. It's like, oh, my prey. Yes. And pray, I mean food, not praying like I do to Jesus, as you can see by my cross.
The holy document law cannot be changed. So says the spider.
Yeah. I shall drink of your blood, and it will become, and so it's like looming over you, and you're able to, pull out a knife or an extra arrowhead or something like that you've got, and you're able to cut yourself free just enough to be like, whoa, and kind of grab back onto that rope. But the people who are kind of more ready to go and been watching this are, I'd say, Herzl, Bard, and Slim.
Can I just stab the spider?
Absolutely, you can.
All right, I'm definitely going to stab it. I can't shoot my bow and arrow or anything. I have to stab it. Right?
You have to do something that would require only one hand. And all of you, I assume, have those, the flaming bones in your mouths. And Herzl's beard is almost getting singed.
All right, I'm going to stab it. I just rolled a 2d6, right?
2d6 plus you're using a rapier, right?
I was just looking. I don't know where that even is. Dagger. I have a dagger.
Okay, so a dagger, I think you would just use strength unless you have... I think it would just be strength. I'll double check.
You go. 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So on a hack and slash with an 8... you're going to deal damage to the spider, but unfortunately, the spider will also be able to deal damage to you.
Oh, shit.
So go ahead and roll your damage with your dagger.
Plus the spider.
Do I have...
The spider is protected by Jesus.
Yeah. Go ahead and kill me. I'll merely live again.
How do I use this backstab cheap shot thing?
I think you have to sneak up on somebody to do it.
Damn it. All right. So what's happening to me?
So go ahead and roll your damage, and I will roll damage as well for the spider's attack. Although, there's the thief. So you have a dagger.
Oh, 8.
8. Right, because you, as a thief, do a D8. Cool. You got 8?
Shockingly.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, you deal 8 damage to this spider. And it... Matt, actually, could you roll a D8 for me? Again?
5.
All right, so it is actually going to do... It does... you kind of get towards it and you stab this thing, and it, bites at... it bites at your leg or bites at your arm, and it does 9 damage to you.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, if you've got armor, you subtract from that.
Okay.
Actually, spider has armor. I forgot. Oh my god.
Oh man, I'm a mess.
Okay, so this spider has like green blood is coming out of it. Bard, or Slim, you guys are also close by. This spider, I think, is now its attention is on Matt, and it's gonna leap onto him, or even better, it kind of points its spider ass at you, and it's
it's called a thorax. No,
it moves it adjusts its thorax and points its spinnerets at Herzl, and says Like, I've been washed in the blood of the lamb, but you'll be all dirty with spiderweb juice.
How strangely erotic.
Very, very erotic. Herzl is
says,
like,
ooh, look at my thorax.
yeah. Herzl remembers that he, in college, dated a spider woman.
We were both the same size. She was large, I was tiny. It worked.
Yeah. So, yeah, you dated a spider woman in college, and you're like, bringing back a lot of memories. And if we look at Herzl's like browser history and whatever fantasy internet it is, it's all like Spider Hunter, and then you find that it's exterminator services, and you're like, this isn't pornography. I'm not interested in this at all. So yeah, Herzl's a spider perv, but yeah, I'd say for Bard and Slim, and also now for everybody, actually. Yeah, this dude is about to get hosed down with web juice.
Nice.
I could
arrow into his anus.
Oh, you have an arrow? You have a bow and arrow?
I have. Well, my thing says that I have a spear, and then I have a bundle of arrows. So I assume that I have a bow.
You're hanging from a rope.
Yeah, the only problem with that is you're hanging from a rope. Okay. Yeah, that would be tough.
Can I conjure a sword of flame and counter the webs?
You're all
absolutely, but you're gonna have to roll for that.
Of course.
And is your goal to attack the spider or to protect Herzl?
I'm gonna protect Herzl at this point.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
So unfortunately with the Immolator, the first thing you're gonna have to do is roll Burning Brand, where you roll plus Constitution.
Okay, and that's what.
Whatever your Constitution bonus is. 2d6 plus your Constitution bonus, yeah.
Okay, so I got a 6.
Got a 6. So that's not good. That's technically a failure. So,
do I get to attack in between this thing because it already attacked me, or I have?
I just want to go to some other people to see what they're
protecting you, dude.
Yeah.
Anybody think that they could help?
Yeah.
Well, Slim is doing a thing that I don't know how possibly you guys could really help him out. Where he's like, I'm trying to summon a weapon of pure fire, and it's not working, and I don't know how anybody else can help him with that.
Can I get Bard the Bard internal flame and try and conjure his, I don't know.
It's metaphoric.
Yeah. You know what? Sure, that could work. Bard. If Bard wants to help you, he can roll
his internal flame.
Yeah. I mean, another option would be for it to be Herzl's flame for his old spider girlfriend.
Oh, even better.
Oh, that is smart. But I also get +1 if Vin does it, if Bard does it.
Sorry. I got distracted.
Oh,
you're good.
Vin, do you think I could borrow your internal hatred and flame? Save Matt?
I want to tell you that I have internal hatred, but I'm a pretty joyful guy.
Okay. All right.
I just javelin a spear into the spider. Can I do that?
Oh, absolutely you can.
Okay.
But so since unfortunately Slim failed that roll,
Slim's trying to.
I think happened. I think that the spider sprays both Herzl and Slim. With this web, so you guys are now like totally like webbed up, and at the moment unable to move till you're like broken out of this stuff, and not just tied up in web the way Brandon had been. I think Slim and Herzl are almost like completely immobilized and not able to physically push themselves out. Luckily, there's an Immolator there who can maybe help you out, and later your friends could cut you out. But at the moment, you guys are like, oh, we're fucked. All right.
Can I do anything here, or am I still?
So, absolutely. Yeah, we haven't had Frankenstein here. We haven't had Dr. Herzl Doctor, I confused you. We haven't had Dr. Pilchas Goldstein in the action for a moment. So the pain in the ass that you're going to run into is you've got to climb up past a few people So you can act, but it's going to be tough.
Oh.
Can I hurl something at them?
Absolutely. What you heard?
Dude.
What do I got?
You have your hammer.
Can't hurl that. I have some other shit.
I have a quick question. How's the spider looking? Is it looking still pretty healthy over there?
It looked like it got stabbed. A bunch of green blood came out of it.
All right.
So it's definitely worse than it used to look.
So
Wait, who stabbed it?
Herzl.
Herzl did.
Oh, he did. Okay. I'm
So
sorry.
while Frankenstein climbs up, I can use my arcane art and attack it.
Yeah, awesome. Go for it. So Bard is like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm going to shoot, I don't know, music notes at it. I'm not sure how that will work exactly.
It says when you weave performance into a basic spell, choose an ally and an effect. Oh no,
Okay.
I can only forward damage. I'll forward Frankenstein's damage. Whatever damage he does, I could roll a d4 to do more damage.
Okay, so maybe you're singing like a dope-ass song.
It's like
That,
a hype song, you know? He's getting in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's Eminem playing. His, you know, palms are sweaty. You know the whole
It's like your palms better not be sweaty because then you'll slip off this rope. And you're like, you know what?
So
That does make
I can roll a d4 to forward damage.
cool. So yeah.
Do that.
I have nothing I can hurl at this thing.
Okay. Well, how about this?
Why don't you hammer it, dude?
Yeah, you can get back up there and do that, but you are putting the other people that you have to go past in danger in this process.
Oh, screw them! I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm up there, dude. Screw them.
All right, go for it. Make your roll. Hack and slash. 2d6 plus 3.
Hold on, wait.
Climbed over everyone?
It's 2d6 plus
your strength modifier.
My strength modifier plus merciless.
Well, that's for damage.
Oh, okay.
You have to hit first.
All right, so 2d6. 4 and 6, so that's 12.
That's pretty good.
Plus
12.
2, 14.
14, eh?
Oh, no, 12. Yeah,
Oh, 12, yeah. Okay, so 12. Okay.
And then I rolled, I did the forward damage for him?
Yes, so go ahead and Jake, roll your damage, and Bard, go ahead and roll the additional damage to help him out.
Yeah.
So my damage is, what are we doing here? 1d10.
1d10 plus whatever you
put. Plus 1. All right. 8 plus 4 plus 1. So that's 13.
And then I rolled a 3.
Awesome.
And then I had a roll for my charisma, and I got a 10. So it gets the full selected effect.
Cool. Yeah, what does it look like when you climb over everybody and bash this spider to death?
Dude, I'm the only one who kills anything so far. No one has done anything except for me.
I tried to throw a javelin.
Every other kill he's had this game, dude.
Right in his spider.
Rat people. Internally. Tough guy.
So what does it look like when you kill this thing?
Right in the spider nuts, same as all the others.
Okay, you
hammers them.
So you hammer them right in the spinnerets. Ah, my spinnerets!
Yep. I am so disturbed.
All of the spider's eyes go, or like however many the fuck eyes it has. It's like, or they all cross, and then it falls down and it splatters on the ground, which is like, I want to say it's like 70 or 80 feet below you guys. So distance. And yeah, then you guys can slowly work to cut Herzl and Slim out of the webbing that they're in, which takes a while for sure. Yeah, and the shitty thing is, while you're doing this, you're all dangling from the same rope, by the way, which is also a big pain in the ass because it's like people existing on a line where it's like to get from one area to another area. If anyone's in your way, you have to climb around them, and it's a big pain in the ass. One of the other things you run into is those torches go out. So all the flaming bones that Slim set ablaze are now out, and you guys will have to work to get this done. So who's leading the effort in making sure that these guys are cut out of this spider webbing.
Slim, you really fucked us on this one.
I could help cut
You're
them
the one who
out.
got stuck.
Awesome. Yeah, so Brandon is leading the effort in cutting you guys out of this webbing. So I think the danger is somebody falls from this while you're cutting these guys out of this webbing. So how are you trying to make sure that you can make sure nobody falls down off this rope and falls 80 or 70 feet down or whatever I said earlier?
Okay. That's a great question.
Use your owl.
What's the owl gonna do?
Help a little.
Will it catch you?
Maybe you get like a +1 on your roll. I don't know.
Maybe get something good in the pellets. You can search through the pellets and you're like, oh, that's a tool I need. I know I need. That's a joke, but you never know.
Can I have a parachute in my adventuring gear?
You can have another rope.
Okay.
If you want to be like, hold on, I'll tie a rope to myself onto this other rope, so if I fall down, then it won't be an issue.
Parachute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like if you can do this with that sounds more like intelligence, actually. That you're like smart enough to be like, oh, I can just use another rope to tie to myself, so if I fall, it won't be a big deal.
Okay.
So if you want to roll 2d6 plus your intelligence bonus.
Sure.
Sure.
I got 12.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're able to cut these dinguses out of the webbing that they got themselves all meshed up in. When you let Herzl out, he's all sweaty and bothered because he's like, I've never found something more erotic in my life. And
it was a journey.
Mackin.
Yeah, you're like, oh, he's like, oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you're able to cut Slim out of this thing, and you guys are able to essentially head down. But at the moment, you're just heading down this rope blindly. Is there anybody who'd want to take care of like lighting away, perhaps?
I'll use adventure gear for torches.
Sure. My only
on fire. No.
Yeah, the only thing about that is I think there's got to be some kind of roll to make sure that you can light this torch and not fall the fuck off this rope.
All right. I respect it.
I say forget it. We'll just go down blind.
Nah, I think we like the torches, man. You're weak. I'm weak. Joe's weak.
Well,
I'm covered in slime all the time.
If I
I
fall,
need to take my healing potion. I'm like literally about to die.
I can heal you. I can attempt to heal you.
So let's get down from the rope first
before I attempt to heal you.
One thing at a time.
Let's try to see first.
We like torches, man.
Let's have Bard light this torch. So go ahead and I think it's going to require either strength or dexterity for you to hold on to this rope, either because you're so strong or you're just like you're so like dexterous. It's like a dude who can roll a cigarette with one hand.
Yeah, that sounds good. Dexterity for sure. All right, what am I rolling?
You like my scumbag example of what being dexterous is?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
2d6 plus dexterity. Or your dexterity bonus.
What am I rolling? 2d6s?
2d6 plus whatever your dexterity bonus is, yeah.
I got a 9.
9's pretty good. Okay, so in that situation, I think that that's the noise Herzl is making as he keeps thinking about the webs. It's like, oof. Yeah, so I've got a boring one for you. You go into your adventuring gear and you go to pull out a torch and light this thing, but it's tough. You're pretty dexterous, but maybe you kind of bit off a little bit more than you can chew.
I am naked, so
you are also. You're also nude. So this stuff's like tied onto you with a belt.
Well, I'm holding it in my mouth.
So, how much adventuring gear do you have?
I have 3 in total, but after that one, I have 2 after using one.
I think the other 2 adventuring gears spill out, and you're like, "Fuck."
That's fair.
Okay. Spill out wherever you were keeping them.
Yeah, exactly. Wherever you're keeping them on a sack tied around your waist, So you're like a
drugs, so I'm used to storing things up there. So, a little backstory.
All right, so you've got a torch. These things fall, and you hear them like clatter around on the ground.
You know I'm going to look at those later.
And you're like, all right, well, we can see, and you guys can head on down the old rope.
We're still on this rope, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm off the rope.
Okay, so you guys head down. You guys head down to the ground, and again, Bard has this torch, so he's helping everybody see.
I take the torch from him and I start leading the way.
Yeah. The pain in the ass is like the torches like kind of clattered off in some distance. You guys can look around for them if you want them, or the other adventuring gear. We don't know if it was torches specifically. You guys can look around for them if you want.
Nope.
Austin, before we get in combat again, I gotta heal. This is healing potion.
Go for it.
What is it? What do I gotta do?
So, healing potions. Healing potions, I think, do 1d. They heal 1d10.
No, we did this last time. It's
I think it heals 10. 10
yeah.
It
just heals 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Magical. All right, good. No more healing potions, but I was on the brink of death.
Yeah, you got bitten terribly by a spider. I think your leg was like terribly like ripped open, and now you're like
also injured in our last campaign because I already had points down. So
okay, well, our last campaign, I don't think it should fully matter.
No, last game that we just played.
Last game. Okay, yeah. Cool. And that actually brings me to the next point. So Matt and Jake are using their characters from a previous game that got like an advantage. So here's what I want everybody else to do. Could everybody else, could Bard, Brandon, and Slim all level their characters up, but keep whatever experience they have? And remember, you get experience anytime you fail a roll. You guys you climb down this rope, and you're in this chamber, and it seems to be a hallway, but it's a hallway, or no, it's not a hallway. I'm going to say it's just this chamber, this massive, great chamber. That is, it's enormous. The ceilings are probably like 90-something feet tall, if not taller than that. And it's this huge. It's a room so big that like with the light of one torch, you can't see the walls of it. Like you have to search around a bit to see where the walls are. And one of the other things that you see are these kind of massive statues. So you encounter this enormous statue that's maybe like 40 feet tall. This kind of just giant thing. And so it's this huge stone statue. And it is a statue of... what does the statue kind of look like?
A banana.
Well, I'm going to say it's like a humanoid statue, but what does it look like otherwise? Does it look like a warrior?
It's like a man.
A humanized man in a banana suit.
It's Mothman.
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 Got wiener hands.
All right, so
that come out of the end of his arm.
Okay, those are all options.
Great options.
Nah, man, those aren't options. That's what
we got dangling wiener fingers.
I'm looking at it and holding my torch up to it. We see these wiener hands too.
Not wiener fingers.
I was covered in wiener fingers.
Out of the wrist comes.
Once you hit the elbow, it's all wiener.
Oh, you don't want to do like a Wolverine, but like dicks shoot out of his knuckles.
God forbid you get him hard, dude. He gets like a power up.
Yeah, turn him on because then that's when he becomes deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so I'm going to combine some of this into something that's not insane. So you see this like these kind of statues that almost look like kind of like angel statues, but they're of nude men.
Not what we said at all.
There we go. They're of these like nude men, but who have like moth or like butterfly looking wings. And in fact, you can at first you're like, whoa, what's going on with that? And like, oh, they're definitely moth wings because they have kind of that like death's head skull looking shape on them. And so that's kind of the big decorations of this room. Otherwise, this room seems like not only is it empty, it seems like it has been undisturbed for ages. Like there's rats running around, there's like little bugs here and there, but otherwise this place, you seem like you are the only people who have been in here in eons.
Can I use one of those? I want to ask a question. What do I have to roll again to see like?
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like investigate something where you're like, hold on, let me examine this statue really closely and see what I can see on the statue? Or are you trying to like ask yourself, do I know anything about these people?
Yeah, let me see if I know anything.
Okay, well if you're trying to do that, then that is a spout lore move, and that's actually plus intelligence.
Oh no!
Oh, you ain't doing this.
All right, we're gonna make an attempt here. What do I got to roll?
Let Joey look.
Nope, 2d6 plus intelligence.
4.
4 is not good.
Shit.
2 plus 1.
4 plus 2 is. Oh, that's good. That's 7.
You have one plus your intelligence. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta have a 13.
That's pretty good. Okay, so. All right. Let me just double check on how that move works in case I'm dumb. When you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, roll plus intelligence. On a 10 plus, the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. On a 7 to 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. So, the interesting aspect is you're like, oh, there are myths, there are legends of the ancient people who lived at Mount Gloom and how they worshipped these angels of death. And one of the big things that they thought was that they were obsessed with the sexual nature of these angels. And you're looking at them and you're like, man, they spent a lot of time sculpting the dong. They really, really focused on that. Like the rest of it is good, but the dong, that's great.
Can I break the dong off with my hammer?
I mean, you'll have to like leap into the air like 40 feet.
Let him roll for it.
Oh yeah, they're crazy eye. All right.
I cheer him on.
Let him roll.
You guys yell, crack that dong. Crack that dong.
All right, so really that taught me nothing.
That didn't teach you nothing, but it didn't teach you anything useful. It gave some background information.
Is he rolling? Something?
No.
Okay.
All right.
So moving forward in this, can we?
Can I have my animal scout the place to see if there's anywhere we can go?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can have Federico, the owl, who inherently can see in the dark as an owl, kind of fly around this room because this room is enormous. You guys can just wander aimlessly, but yeah, you can have Federico try to do that. So, Jessica, could you have Brandon roll your for Brandon? Could you roll his? You're trying to discern realities. Could you roll plus wisdom, and you're going to add Federico's cunning to your roll as well?
How do I know what his cunning is?
You're supposed to choose like
sorry.
Under like his stats.
I'm a dummy.
You're good. It's either +1 or +2, so this is very good because the odds are wisdom is also one of your stronger things.
Yeah, I got 14.
It's pretty damn good. That's literally 2 better than the highest you can get. So, all right, so you are discerning realities. So when you're discerning realities and you get a 10 or more, you get to ask 3 of the questions from the discern realities thing. Do you have those up?
Where?
It's under the basic moves.
Oh, no, I don't have that up.
Okay, I'll list them off, but it's what happened here recently, what is about to happen, what should I be on the lookout for, what here is useful or valuable to me, who's really in control here, or what here is not what it appears to be.
I guess what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout?
What is about to happen?
Well, you can ask multiple ones of those. So let's do one at a time. So what should you be on the lookout for?
Okay.
Federico kind of looks around at these statues, and one of the things is these statues. Federico kind of flies around one, and you look at the base of it. These statues are what is the term? Articulated, like an action figure is, or like a doll is, and or a robot is. These statues can definitely move, and that's something you should be on the watch for, because they are giant stone statues that could be a serious issue if they were to... Hold on, the statues police are there.
If someone just burst through on your live cam right now, that would be hysterical.
We gotta go! Everyone get the fuck out of here! Yeah, so these statues are, they might be able to move, and if they can indeed move, that could be trouble. So that's something you should be on the
better watch out for those dongs.
Right, the dongs in particular. They're sculpted primo.
Articulated dongs.
The articulated dong for my articulated dong. All right, what's your next question, Jess?
What is about to happen?
What is about to happen? You guys have disturbed this chamber, and you can look around and kind of see.
Disturbed it already.
Yeah. You're looking around and you're like, wait a minute. These statues are definitely about to come to life, basically. I shouldn't say come to life, because that implies that they had been inanimate and now they are well, that is true. They're animated in that they can move. Mm-hmm. But these statues are going to come after you in mere seconds. And I think Federico kind of moves, and maybe the head of one of them turns, and Federico's like, whoo! And then flies back down to warn you, like danger, danger.
So before stuff goes down, can I use something just broke. Can I use arcane art to heal Slim?
Absolutely. Just one more second, because Brandon has one more question. You get 3 questions. So, what happened here recently? What is about to happen, which you already asked? What should I be on the lookout for, which you already asked? What here is useful or valuable to me?
That one.
What here is useful or valuable to you? Ooh, that is a good one. Useful, I think Federico finds a passage that leads out of this chamber that's too small for these statues to go into. It's a good distance away, but if you guys can get through that passage, there is 0% chance that these giant, 40-foot, 50-foot statues can get through there. Like, they can maybe reach in, but once you're through that to any degree, you're out of there.
How far is it?
It's a good distance, which is the unfortunate thing, because you guys start to hear the grinding of these statues as Bard to the Bard is attempting to use healing magic on someone.
Yes, I'm going to use it on Slim.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so for this I roll 2 d6s, right?
Pretty much for this game, whenever you're going to do a thing, you're going to roll 2d6 and add your whatever the hell bonus.
So I rolled a 12, right?
That's pretty good. That is literally the best you can do.
Since I'm writing about Slim, I also technically now it's a 13, which is, doesn't really make a difference because 10 plus, it does.
Well, you're not helping him, but yeah. So yeah.
So then I got to roll a d8. So I healed him 3, and then
cool.
because of healing song, I roll another d8, and this healed me.
Right.
And I healed me 8.
So, hold on. So, healing song, when you heal with arcane art, you heal 1d8 damage. You used arcane art to
heal him. Yeah. So when I use it, when I healed him with arcane art, I healed him for 3. Then I heal a plus another 8 plus 1d8 damage.
I think that's set to only be that you heal the person an additional plus 1d8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so my 18. I got another one. I got 4.
I healed him 12 then. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I healed him 12. So he's probably going to be maxed out now.
Yeah, I am.
So you're doing great.
Mighty. Can I conjure a flame tunnel to make us get through this passage?
I don't think you can conjure a flame tunnel, but you can certainly conjure a weapon out of flame.
Tunnel.
My flame tunnel.
You can conjure flames. You know, we run under the flames.
I'm immune to flames. So if I conjure
fire,
a flame tunnel, I could go scout through there. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm fueled with a lot of inner hate and a lot of rage.
Yeah. This is
a flame tunnel in Brooklyn, dude.
So I think the flame tunnel thing is not an option, but
take the lower level.
Yeah, but again, there might be some bigger things to worry about because Brandon and Federico have just realized that there's kind of an issue, and you guys start to hear like the grinding of like stone, almost like millstones kind of grinding against one another, or someone dragging a cinder block across like a driveway, kind of a thing, like that noise. And dust starts to fall nearby, and as Dr. Pilchas Goldstein is just going, man, they really sculpted the hell out of that dong. You start to see the dust kind of fall, and the statue steps forward with one giant lumbering step that I think almost crushes Dr. Pilchas.
I start sprinting for that door.
Okay, so you start sprinting towards the door that Brandon hopefully had told you guys about.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit!
Yes,
You
I
didn't
did.
tell me about it.
No, I did.
Okay, you're like, fuck, and you start running. And again, you're like, I hope that dong doesn't catch me. And you're running as fast as you can. Yeah. So this thing is like I said, it's like 40 or 50 feet tall. It's huge, and it took one big step, and you guys can, I think, barely even see its like the face, and the face is that like almost imagine kind of classic Greek statue kind of look, but it kind of like looks towards you, and for you other folks, I think this thing is going to try to like just swat at all of you with its massive arm. So luckily, it's not the world's fastest creature, as it is an ancient stone an ancient statue that's come to life. But so you're going to have to. Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. This thing is going to hit you with this enormous stone arm.
Dong.
Not the dong, but the arm at the moment. Maybe the dong later. This thing is sweeping this arm down towards y'all, and if it hits you, it's going to be rough. What's the game plan?
Run and dodge. If you
Is
can
it
dodge
also-
a wrench, you can dodge a dong.
There you
Is
go.
it
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dong.
Oh wait, can I use my thing? I want to use my moth to flame. Is he weak-minded? He sounds stupid as hell.
I'm gonna tell you that this thing is like a magical construct, and so you can't do that. Like it basically doesn't have a mind.
Sounds like I can't befriend it. Is what I'm hearing.
That is also that you can't befriend it. Yeah.
Is it swinging also at me, or am I out of?
I think
reach?
you're out of the. You got out of here.
AFI starts playing in the background.
Okay, yeah. So AFI is playing in the background as these nude moth angel men are this nude moth angel man statue.
Can I try? Since I'm a salamander,
Uh-huh.
can I try and like juke him out and like climb on him and have him hit himself?
Slim can absolutely do that. You're just going to have to defy danger, I think, with dexterity to like leap onto the arm and not be whacked by it, but instead to jump on the thing. Almost imagine like a car is about to hit you, and instead you're like, what if I jump on the hood and scurry into the thing? Like that kind of deal.
All right, good thing I got dexterity +0. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. That's literally terrible. Okay, so you roll a 4. This thing
I'm gonna get clobbered.
Yeah.
I did the same thing Joey was supposed to do, but pick him up on my way.
I think, unfortunately for Joey,
He's dead.
Yeah, he died. He's dead. Now,
I'm dead?
no, you're not dead.
Oh,
You're gonna take some. You're gonna take some serious damage if I can find the.
Right, he's
I think I just got healed.
and you have armor. Remember that too.
Oh, I have one armor.
You have one armor. That is good. That is important. Joey, go ahead and roll for Slim. Go ahead and roll a D8.
God, I got one.
No,
Is that
this is
good?
the damage you're taking, which is good. So yeah, you take 6. You take. Oh, actually, you did fail this really badly. So you take 6 damage, and I think you get knocked like farther away from the direction.
That's included with my
the door.
armor?
Your armor does mitigate that. So whatever your armor is, it does subtract.
Okay, so it's just 5. Alright. Okay, alright. Continue my punishment.
Yeah, well, one of the bad things is you are now on the other side of this statue from the area where everybody's trying to escape. So to get to that area, you got to go through this statue.
Thanks for listening to This American Dice. Today's episode, Dungeon World, Cousins Edition, Mission to Mount Gloom, Episode 2, featured the vocal talents of Matthew as Herzl Quarterling, Jake as Dr. Pilchas Goldstein, Jess as Brandon the Ranger and Federico the Owl, Joey as Slim, the Salamander Immolator, a salamander who is an immolator, not a person who immolates salamanders, and Vinnie as Bard the Bard. Your Dungeon Master was Austin. Additional music for this episode includes For You the King by Ender Guney. Dungeon World is a game by Adam Koebel and Sage LaTorra, if I'm saying that correctly. Be sure to join us next week for another exciting episode of This American Dice.